Welcome back to Don't Starve. I am Kit, and we are going to continue our preparation for winter here. We did collect some poop, and we have 7 days, so we may get a couple of... I guess I can't do a turbo farm plot. We may get a couple of harvests in before winter, so we are going to make... That's right, after I do the first one, I don't have to be standing next to the machine. I am so brilliant. What am I missing? Oh, need more grass. Okay, well, we are going to collect some grass then, while we are running around. Won't plant these two, though. We'll get a couple of harvests in of some vegetables before the winter. Now, also, have I made one yet? We did get some spider silk, and we do have 3, so we're also going to, because we may get a couple harvests in of some bee boxes, we are going to make some right now. To do that, we need to collect some bees. Just go over here to the bees and you hit shift, and your net will you'll automatically swing and collect whatever is around you that you can collect with a net. Now, be careful if, like, that bee was chasing me. If you are too close to the beehives or another bee when you collect it, the bees will come after you. And you can see he stung me. If you are close to the beehive and there are more bees in it, then you'll aggro killer bees from the beehive. 7, we need 4 per bee box. Oops, this one did have a killer bee in it. My bad. Yeah, we just run a little ways. He'll give up, head back, eventually. Oh. I thought maybe he wasn't going to head back. We'll want to make 2 boxes, and we're 1 bee short, but for right now, we're going to collect that hive. We've got plenty more bees around that we can collect 1 more. 2 boxes should be enough to give us enough honey to last, well, not last through winter, unfortunately, because the bees do not produce honey during the winter time. We have too much inventory again. You know what? We're going to drop. I'll come back and get these pine cones later. I'm not in desperate need of pine cones at the moment. See, that's why you don't go out to collect resources with your bags full. We're going to let's put the poop away. We're going to need to collect a little bit of wood here. Oops. That we don't have time for because night is here. It's convenient. Now let me show you what we can do with honey. And as you noticed when we broke down that beehive, we got 1 honeycomb and 3 honey. You have to break down the beehive to get the honeycomb, and you need the honeycomb to make a harvestable bee box. But if you put monster meat in the crock pot with 3 honeys, you can also put monster monster meat in the crock pot with 1 monster meat, 1 regular meat, and 2 honeys makes honey ham, which is wickedly good for both renewing your health and well, it's great for your hunger. It's okay for your health. It's not great as nothing like straight up food wise is great for your health. Your healing salves and your healing poultice, which is also made with honey, is for that. But if you see honey nuggets, we got more than half of our health filled up there. That makes it very nice as long as you have a ready supply of honey, which we will after we need some more logs. And I really need to stop getting so distracted with things. Makes this take so much longer to get ready. I'm used to getting distracted easily. We'll make sure, because we don't want a tree ant spawning here, we will make sure as we cut these down, we replant them. Also, we want to make sure we have plenty of wood close to camp for winter time, so we don't have to go too far away to collect any of the resources that are like extremely necessary. And wood to keep your fire going is extremely necessary in the winter time. So we will make sure as we chop them down, we replant them to keep those. Okay, now we are going to make our first bee box. We need 3 boards. Of course I can't carry anymore. I have pine cones again. We'll pick all those up at a different point in time. So, and the bee boxes are in food. Oh, we only need 2 boards. My bad. And we are not going to put the bee box right next to our camp here, but we are going to put them out here by where the flowers are. Bees like to be around flowers, and they'll also help create more flowers slowly, but they do help create more flowers. We'll, when we get a chance, take and go and get another net and plant some more flowers for our bees. The more flowers they have around, it seems like the more productive the bees are. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it seems to be that way. And oh, turkey. Let me show you. Let me just go find my alchemy machine. Show you what we can do with a turkey, since we do have actually one. We don't have any charcoal. Did we have any charcoal? Oh, there's some charcoal. Since we have 1 board left and we have 1 spider silk left, we will make a boomerang. Now, the boomerangs are great for ranged attacks. You have to make sure you press the space bar and catch the boomerang. If you don't catch it and it hits you, it does do damage to you and depletes the usage on the boomerang. But it is great. I normally always have one equipped, and when I'm going harvesting berries, because the turkeys jumping out of the berry bushes and then eating all your berries becomes very, very annoying. And oh, that's what I was doing right. I needed one more bee. So let's see. Oh, there's a bee. We need one more bee. And I don't know which hive that bee was from. Oh, the one that the killer bees came from. That's a good indication. We'll move out a little bit. Then he'll go back. Evening time is not the best time to break down a beehive, as all of the bees are back in there. Therefore, when you smack it, you're going to get 5 or 6 killer bees. Normally you could smack it and take off without getting hit. Every so often, unfortunately, I get hit, and 6 killer bees, when they sting you, can do a pretty good amount of damage. So you just have to be a little careful of how much damage you're taking from them. Go on, go back. It takes, I believe, with a spear and with Wilson or anybody else besides Wes and Wolfgang, with a spear, it takes 4 hits to bring down a beehive. The last hit, when the beehive actually dies, you don't have to worry about the killer bees coming out, but for every hit before that, you obviously have to worry about the killer bees. Now, for the last hit, you want to make sure you can run by while the killer bees are still out and hit the nest. You want to make sure they go back in. Whoa. Wasn't that the 4th hit? Damn. I'm going to have to make you fire. I don't have time for this. Yes, I know you're hungry. I've got all this food that I wanted to cook in my crock pot that I'm trying to not eat, so I can get back and cook it in my crock pot. But I believe that nest is only going to take 1 more hit, so as soon as day breaks, we'll go and we'll knock that down. Throw up our last bee box. Use this, the 20% that's left on the net, which will be 2 more, I believe 2 more butterflies. We'll plant them some flowers. Not that 2 is a lot, but it is better than nothing. Okay, morning time. The bees have gone back. We are going to throw a couple of healing salves up here. Now, I don't know how many hits are left on this, so we're going to just finish it off. Play chase with our baby bees here, or killer bees, and baby bees. Go on, turn around. On my way back. Oh, I don't have one. Don't have any space. This nest should be dead. There we go. Okay, we're going to pick up the honeycomb. We're going to use these last 2 so we can pick up these honeys. We're going to go next episode back to go and collect and play with the spiders some more, collect some more silk and some more healing glands. Anyway, we'll come and crate those bunnies. Let's harvest these on our way by. No, I'm not getting distracted. Honest, I'm not getting distracted. Just trying to get... We'll need some more wood for bee boxes. We need wood. supplies while we're making up the bee box. And I see our farm has already produced us some carrots. Where's the bee box? There they are. Let's make us 2 planks. And a bee box. We'll grab our net. And plant us a couple of flowers. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to plant them, not murder them. Now we're definitely going to need some more silk. Yeah, you're supposed to right-click to plant them after you've pulled them out of your bags. You right-click them in your bags, and unfortunately, you get that. You get butterfly wings, murdered butterflies. Unfortunately, that was not very filling. We're gonna go and make some more here. I'm gonna make some meatballs. Those are great for, yes, I know you're hungry, for restoring health, but, you know, I would have rather have had the, we're gonna make some more meatballs here, because these, we want to make sure we have plenty of food here. We'll harvest these carrots, plant some more, and then we'll have enough for 2 meatballs. Yes. Now yes, no, actually winter's coming, but you can think it whatever you want. Now to get some more butterflies, we are going to have to get some more silk for another net. Unfortunately, that is why though we do not destroy the bee nests. This is very interesting, and I'm gonna need another spear, which I'm gonna need the alchemy machine for because I never researched it. I am brilliant. We will, I think, tomorrow, I think we will go after that Koalafant, which is what that track was for. It's called a Koalafant, and it drops something actually very helpful in wintertime, besides the fact that it drops a lot of meat, which we can use in our drying rack and use for our crock pot, which will be very nice. I'm not sure how much. We have 6 logs. The question is, do we have enough resources to go after him right now, or do we have the time in this episode? Let's see how far away he is, because night is coming. Okay, we are going to find his next footprint. There it is. We are going to put our campfire right here next to his footprint. We aren't going to expose this footprint because the exposed footprints fade, but the ones you have not exposed yet don't immediately fade. So we are going to just camp right here next to his footprint and expose it in the morning, and that should lead us to him. We have a ranged weapon. It's always easier to catch a Koalafant when you have a ranged weapon because they run from you, and you have to hit them once to get them to stop running and to actually attack you. So a ranged weapon is perfect for that. You can go and chase them down into a corner and corner them and hit them, but that takes a lot of time and a lot of coordination, and sometimes proves to be almost impossible. So I prefer to always go after a Koalafant after I've gotten my ranged weapon. Okay, morning time. We are going to see where he's headed. He's still headed this way. And sometimes you'll get to the tracks, will lead to the end, and it'll say, oh, well, he's, the tracks end here, or, wow, really didn't want to have to track him through a swamp. No, it doesn't look like I'm gonna have to track him through too much of the swamp. I hope. Oh, he's close. Okay, that means he should be right. There he is. Okay, so we're going to equip our log suit and our boomerang, and we are going to put our 100% spear up here on number 1, because as soon as we hit him, we're going to and catch our boomerang, and we're going to do it from a little bit further away. We're going to equip our spear. So now he's going to get a couple of hits in. He's about as slow as the beefaloes are. He does, however, drop twice as much meat as the beefaloes do. He drops 8 meat and the Koalafant trunk. That is what we wanted to get from him. With the Koalafant trunk, we can make a vest, which will keep us even warmer in the wintertime. And the wintertime, a lot of the winter is about not freezing, so the more options you have, oh, there's a spider nest over here, the more options you have for keeping warm, the better. We're going to collect up some berries here so that we can go and cook them up in our crock pot. We've got plenty of meat, we've got plenty of monster meat, so far we're good. I'm going to collect these up and head home and call this episode for today. What size? Oh, this is a level 3, tier 3 nest already. Not sure I want to mess with that too much. We don't really have the time. We do, however, have the time for you, because turkeys, when you're preparing for winter and trying to collect food, can be devastating to your berry supply, so I try very hard to kill any of them that I see, just because I find them to be horribly obnoxious. And they steal my food, and no one likes a thief, right? Right. Okay, we're going to find our way back to our base, which I still am always continuously losing. Still up further. Going to empty out some of our inventory here and get ready to go and take on more of the take out more of the spiders. Ooh, do we have any gold left? Oh, So you see the rain? There is something, with rain comes lightning. There is something we can do about that. We can create, we can create a lightning rod, and this will prevent anything in our camp from being struck by lightning. Anything struck by lightning starts on fire. So it also creates a very weak light source, but we're more interested right now in the nothing being struck by lightning and starting on fire. So I am going to end it here for today, and we will pick it up or next time with farming more spiders. And you all have a great day.